My timer's already running. Run that back. Hello, everybody. Alex Pollak from Loftus Peak. Here we go. The current paradigm for vastly successful companies for the last 20 years has been move fast and break things. So that's pretty easy. So let's have a look at that.
Olá. Teu gato está na minha varanda.
Hi. Your cat is on my terrace.
Meow, meow.
Yeah, so she's thinking she's getting lucky. He's thinking, what the hell, whatever. So that's an example of moving fast and breaking things. Machines can hear and translate. Pretty sophisticated, right? Gotta love that. Here's some machines that can see. That's enough of that. That's a 2016 video, but the video isn't the important part. It's a real-time AI analysis of traffic that was done in 2016 by a little company called NVIDIA. Now, that was the reason, that video of itself wasn't the reason, but that AI demonstration that NVIDIA was doing in 2016 formed a significant part of the birth of the curiosity in AI that we at Loftus Peak then went through. And so it was very important for us. It told us we need to be in AI, and it put us into NVIDIA in 2016 at an adjusted share price of, is everybody sitting down? 75 cents. So that's all true. This is true too. Yeah. That's a Tesla that's not seeing so well. So, you know, machines can see, machines can hear, and anybody that's asked their Siri to do something recently has discovered just what a cluster that sounds like. So, yeah, they can hear and they can see, but maybe not all that well. Move fast and break things doesn't work perfectly all the time. So, processing power that brought alive machine learning has affected the entire economy: movies, entertainment, media, oil, transport, retail, logistics, you name it. That's all a given. One place that has been moving fast and break things has not worked so well is with the Food and Drug Administration in the United States, for very obvious reasons. Obviously, you know, you move fast and you break things and a lot of people die, and that's a bit of a vote loser for people, and so that's not been the way the FDA has operated over a protracted period of times. Nevertheless, it would be wrong to believe that the processing power that's allowed AI to develop over this period has not been very much in evidence inside drug discovery in the US, and the FDA as well, but drug discovery in the US. So we know this because while it was exponential growth for everybody else, for the FDA it was just arithmetic growth. The amount of approvals between 2000 and 2008 went up 50% in the following 8 years. So it grew, but it didn't grow anything like everything else. So maybe for the FDA, it's not move fast and break things, but move as fast as possible, break as little as possible. Nevertheless, important things have happened. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma survival rates have tripled over the last 50 years, from 22% to 66%. There's now a 66% chance if you get this kind of blood cancer that you'll still be alive in 10 years. And by the way, there's a whole lot of blood cancers that have become a whole lot less deadly in the last 10 or 15 years. Okay, so our stock for the 2024 Sohn Hearts and Minds is not it is a disruptive stock, but it's not NVIDIA, and it's not one of those kind of techie companies that you would normally think of. It's something just as important, actually I think it's way more important. It's a drug company known as Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly is important because it's got a 7-year head start. Well, it and Novo Nordisk have a 7-year head start in the development of GLP-1 semaglutide weight loss drugs. It's got a 7-year head start with Novo Nordisk on weight loss drugs. Why is that important? Well, it's important because, first of all, Lilly's capitalised at $750 billion. It's got a PE ratio of 35.9. As one famous hedge fund manager said, I don't need an analyst to tell me if something is expensive at 39 times or 35 times. I need someone to tell me it's cheap at 35 times. And our view is that Lilly is cheap at 35 times because no one's really done the investment arithmetic on what the size of the target addressable market for Lilly is. And let me tell you, it is huge. It is absolutely huge. So, and by the way, just be aware, everything we do is backed by balance sheet, cash flow and P&L. We're investment analysts. We've been doing it for 30 years. We understand all that. Just take that as read. The company's real. It's not going to go broke tomorrow. This is a real life thing. Holy mackerel. Wrap up, please. Okay. So, who says obesity increases the risk of heart disease, certain kinds of cancers, type 2 diabetes, and everybody acknowledges that obesity is a factor in tons and tons of other diseases. 3% of deaths in the US in 2022 were diabetes related. Then, heart disease, a further 708,000 deaths. Strokes and cerebrovascular, a further 165. Nephritis, kidney disease, a further 56. Liver disease, a further 55,000 deaths. So it's 1 million deaths as a result of obesity implicated diseases and complaints. So what does that mean? It means it's 10 times the size. Lilly is being priced as if it was a diabetes cure, but its actual market is 10 times the size. The number of people using obesity drugs currently in the US, globally is 10 million. The global TAM is 1 billion. I just want to say this now, because I've gone over time. It's not very far away until your clinician, your doctor, says to you in your surgery, look, you're 45 years old, you're carrying a little bit of weight, take the, Zepbound or, Wegovy or Ozempic or whatever it is. Why should I take that? I'm only a little bit overweight. Well, you'll work it out in 10 or 15 years when you don't get heart disease, stroke, etc., etc. Thank you. I'm Alex Pollak.